This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. The Bucks will end the road trip here before heading back to Milwaukee. It's a disappointing segment of the season for this team, no doubt about it, as the losing streak has continued, guys, to grow.
Yeah, and they just look sort of lost out there lately. You know, they're not playing with a whole lot of purpose or drive, and you just can't wait for good things to happen. You've got to make them happen.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek freak.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Allen's shot is off. LeBron with it. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. Here's Milwaukee now. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
That'll be a 5-second call. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Vanderbilt with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Now here is Holiday. He had 15 points last out. Giannis dunks it down.
The decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up, he knows when to roll to the bucket off screens, and he knows when to give it up.
Yeah, a couple turnovers here early on in the quarter, but he's got to just tighten it up a little bit.
Kicks it out to Allen. With the tip. And staying with the play, Middleton. Middleton's got 7.
Boy, I tell you what, Middleton getting his hands dirty inside on the glass. We know he can shoot it from outside, but inside points are bonus.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Inside. Fires the 3. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
8-second violation. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Well, we know the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But, Greg, you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
That's an 8-second violation.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Just too many miscues here in the early going.
And it's not hard to see why they're down. I mean, it seems every trip down the floor, they're giving the ball to the other team.
Back to Middleton. Out to the wing. Bucks passing it around. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the picture of consistency, Chris Middleton is like a metronome. Gives you 20 points, over 5 rebounds and assists every year.
And one reason for Middleton's consistency, he plays at his own pace.
And that's a great point, Kevin. And with his size and shooting touch, he doesn't need to blow by his man to score. All about getting to his spots.
At the line for 1.
The free throw off from Beasley.
You know, when Beasley stays within himself, I think he's really an effective player, and we know he's skilled on offense.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And that's 4 turnovers for him here in the first quarter alone. He's got to snap out of it.
He's trying to do too much. TMI, too much instinct. Just relax. Let the game come to you. Play in the flow. Stay within yourself.
Here's Carter. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And with the play-in tournament, single game elimination comes to the NBA, Clark. It brings tremendous ratings in the college game. And it's good to see it, I think, here in the pros.
I agree with you 100%, Kevin. Absolutely. I mean, the midseason tournament might also have that same kind of appeal. I think those high stakes really make for compelling, dramatic viewing.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Yeah, just sloppy basketball in that first half. They just seem a little bit out of sync.
Yeah, a succession of turnovers, guys. This game is hard enough to win and to play well without giving away possessions.
And Davis sends it back.
No, sir. Don't bring that in here. AD having none of that. What an imposing figure he is defensively.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And it's the Bucks ball. Right now on a 14-0 run. One of my favorite eras in NBA history, Clark, the 80s Showtime Lakers.
Man, I played against those guys. Thankfully, it was just twice a year because we were in the Eastern Conference. Those dudes were unbelievable. Magic running the point.